Good afternoon, judges. It's our privilege to represent Edmonds College to join the regional round for the National Business Plan competition. My name is Gary Yanxuan. I'm CEO, the founder of Telemech.
My name is Shane, and I'm the VP of Sales and Marketing.
My name is Yugong Zhang. I'm the Chief Technology Officer.
My name is Letitia. I'm the Chief Financial Officer.
And my name is Jian. I'm VP of Human Resource and Customer Service.
Our company is called Telemech. What is Telemech, you might ask, and what is surgery on the go? Well, Telemech is a combination of 5G technology and robotic surgery. Nowadays, robotic surgery has become very popular because robotic arm can filter out the tremors on surgeon's hand and also reduce the chance of infections. Plus, we all know 5G technology is well developed and also is very efficient, which is about 100 times faster than 4G, which will help the remote surgery be accurate and safety. There are a lot of problems in the modern days. First, unequal medical resource is a global issue, which causes millions of patients to travel globally to get their medical surgery. Secondly, surgeons have a really high risk to get affected by their patient. Viruses such as hepatitis B and HIV are spread blood to blood. Lastly, due to the COVID-19 pandemics, it's very difficult for the patient to receive medical surgery overseas due to the travel restrictions. And here we are the solutions. We will highly pay attention to all the restrictions and guidelines for the COVID-19. And our services, remote surgery, will ignore the distance between patient and surgeons. We minimize the risk for the surgeons to be infected. And our service is convenient, accessible, and on the go.
So what we do here in Telemach is we connect our patients with our world-leading doctors working in Telemach headquarters, remotely controlling the surgical robotic arm. Patients can have their procedures done in our access locations or in a pre-reserved surgical trucks. Here in Telemach, we have world-renowned surgeons, robotic arm technology combined with 5G communications. Of course, we're complying with all the regulations from FDA. Let me introduce you our surgical truck. It has the dimension as a semi-truck, weighs about 12,000 pounds. It carries all the equipment to perform a successful remote surgery. So what are the procedures for a typical remote surgery? First, you have to get a referral from your doctor, and we'll make sure we consultation with you and have you pre-surgery checkup. Once you set up the appointment, we'll have the surgery done. And the last step is for you to recover and just finish the payment. Here is a chart shows the relationship between our patients and doctors.
Our business model is really very simple, and what we like to say is patients over profit. How we carry that out is that we have a partial payment up front, and then after the procedure goes perfectly, which it will, a remainder of the payment is required. These are determined on a case-by-case basis because it really depends on what the surgery is, who the surgeon is, how complicated the surgery is, etc. We have headquarters in major cities all around the globe, which is why we can accept insurance from many countries around the globe. And to make us more well-rounded as a business, we really hope to partner with some other people. For example, also virtual reality, which is a surgical training platform that specializes in VR. We hope to have Mercedes make our trucks and Johnson & Johnson make our medical equipment, and Verizon for the 5G technology, and of course, the major hospitals around the globe and the insurance companies all over the world. As far as who we're trying to reach, it's really very specific because it's really rare and complicated procedures that can only be done by very few surgeons around the world. And a lot of people can't travel halfway across the world to get a procedure done. And generally, these people are between ages 35 and 50.
We found out that 1.4 million Americans go abroad in a year for their medical care, and we expect they can be our potential patient using our service. We estimate our market opportunity that one Telemech surgery truck can operate 182 patients per year. And when we calculate that amount of surgery fee, it will be around $2.9 million. At this part, to consider the net revenue, it will be $580,000 from one Telemech surgery truck. And here's our top-down estimation. We expect to widen our business up to $22 billion globally. The competitive part for our service is that Telemech is one and only medical business that can operate remote surgery by using 5G networks and surgery computation techniques. First, our patients can save their time by finding the nearest Telemech. Second, the Telemech surgery truck will be secured and sanitized 24/7 with field crew, including emergency team and technicians. Third, our patients can choose their own specialist doctor no matter how far they stay. Last but not least, with our Telemech technology, we can innovate a future-oriented lifestyle.
Our leadership team introduced ourselves earlier, but we really want to reiterate that we are qualified for this. Each of us has our own team working underneath us that we handpicked ourselves because we know that they are passionate about the same causes that we are. I mean, medical tourism is a very niche business area, and we acknowledge that, but we know that there are issues that still need to be addressed in that area. And so we are really working together to modernize and revolutionize medical care.
We are Telemach. We, with our world-leading robotic technology combined with 5G, we always aim to provide a more accessible and higher quality medical resource. Our mission is connection, innovation, and inclusion. Of course, we like to grow our business in the next few years. So we want to expand our business in three categories, in three main directions: increasing the number of surgery trucks, add more access points, and attract more world-renowned surgeons. Next steps for our company is first to do more market research and to gain more trucks so we can target those markets and provide more accessible for our patients and do more surgeries. We have a concrete development plan in three categories: doctor, patient, and crew members, which includes attending medical conference, releasing documentaries about technology, and of course, providing a competitive wage for all our staff and surgeons.
The finance will be focused on providing equipment and resources which will show stability for the first 3 years and will start becoming more stable after that. Since this is a new technology, we will focus on finding resources, managing connections, and working with other hospitals to gain profit. Obtaining the technology and cutting out any unnecessary long-term costs. The financial projection is a rough estimation with extension as to how it will run. Now we will be going to the financial sheet. The financial sheet shows the operational expense, capital expense, and revenue from each surgery from the number of users.
These are the expenses that we estimated.
We really hope that what you got from us today is that we really do put patients over profit. And if you have any questions about that or concerns, we don't hesitate to ask us now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great presentation. Okay, so let's dive into the 5-minute Q&A session real quick. And the 5-minute timer starts when the first judge starts speaking. Judges.
Great presentation, guys. Can you go back to the market segment slide real quick? I had a quick question there. Hello?
Is that this part?
I think the market opportunity part.
Hello? Oh, yes. Okay. So there's a huge disparity between your sum and your SAM. Can you walk me through how you arrived at that $2.9 million sum?
For the yellow part, no, orange part, we just calculate the amount of patients and like the average fees of surgery, and it turns out to $0.9 million. And in case of the yellow part, I believe Tony can explain this point.
This part, $9.6 is the market for people traveling to get surgery in the US.
We just want to acknowledge that we have to gain the trust of people before we can actually make as much as we will possibly make in the future.
So when we're in, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just to quickly chime in, not to take too much time. Just, you know, take a look at your SAMI game. The disparity is so huge.
Hey, I had a question on your guys' financials. If you guys could go to that page of your 1, 2, 3 projections. If you guys have the side-by-side kind of financial comparison, I think one of the, in year 3, you guys are targeting like 50,000 users or 50,000 patients. Just based on that calculation, assuming that every single truck is booked full to capacity, that means you guys have 280 or so trucks on board. So just want to make sure, kind of like when you guys are working through some of these assumptions, just make sure these like you're tracking and doing some like common sense, just kind of calculations of, you know, in 3 years, you guys will have, based on your projections, you guys are having 280 fully loaded trucks built out. Understanding the cost between each truck, how much one truck is going to cost, and then just kind of understanding, you know, just the assumptions of your projections.
I do want to address your concern. It is a ambitious goal to have 200 some trucks going, but in our business calculation, we also include our access location, which we will hopefully collaborate with hospitals who already own a lot of equipment.
Got it. That's helpful.
My question would be the fact that you didn't mention any of your competitors that are working on a similar product to this. I don't know the industry well enough to comment on that, but can you tell me who are your competitors that are working on this technology as well as of right now?
We're trying to, and this is a relatively new industry, and we're trying to be the pioneer of this industry and set up some technology and standards. So at the moment, I believe our main competitor is traditional hospitals, which they cannot provide a long distance surgery service. And a lot of the patients are not able to access them. So they have to travel expert, and we're just solving that problem. If anyone wants to add in.
Okay, can I jump in quickly? So because our technology and this combination is relatively new, so I think the main goal for us is build a trust for the general public, and then to ensure that this is safety. Thank you.
It's safe, yeah.
And just really quick, sorry, really quick. I absolutely agree. This is a very new concept, but if we are going to hear this as investors or to judge it, it would be really helpful to see just like how much would one truck cost based on 50% utilization. You can expect this much. How much is it going to cost to essentially prove out this model? I think that would be really helpful for people who are interested in investing.
Sure.
Thank you
We
so
have
much.
that calculated.
Yes. Actually, the time is up, and sorry. And you guys did a wonderful presentation, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Judges,
Yeah.
Thank you.